Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla. Today you're going to watch Decide and Ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Dainese Racing D1 leather jacket available at RevZilla.com. The new juggernaut, this is the D1. The Racing D1 replaces the original Racing from Dainese. New for fall 2014, the Racing has been a staple in the collection. Moving to this latest generation, still 4 colors available. This is the black, black, red. There's still that white with red. You have a black, 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 and there's going to be a black and white version as well. Perf version, non-perf version, it's now going to be CE rated throughout. They made a bunch of other changes. There's a ladies version, and the big standout for me moving to this next generation of Dainese is there's now short and tall sizes, meaning a shorter torso and arms or a longer torso and arms on a standard fitment. So when you think about shorts and talls, make sure you look at the size chart. Outside of that, they have refined the jacket. They've refined it for style, where it has a slightly different line, more micro-elastication, and for comfort. And you're going to see right away down here along the side, instead of it being leather to the front, you're going to have S1 stretch, which breathes and allows movement on both the front and the back, which are going to be flanked by that panel of leather. Again, one of the big changes. And then Brian, I'm just going to bring you back around and show the back for me real quickly. This is the other big change. The back of this is super aggressive. They've added micro-elastication on the shoulder blades, on the elbows. They've moved the reflectivity off away from the seat up into the side, and again, even giving you snaps on the side. So they've pared it down, made it aggressive. It's much more Spider-Man Venom. Still going to have that great Dainese Demon pop on the side. They've even refined the collar, and I'm going to talk through that some more in detail a little bit later. Come back around to the front. Now, when we talk about sizing, remember that the Dainese Racing D1, he's wearing a size 52, 6 foot, 195, 42-inch chest. It's going to lock in standard on a guy with an average frame like Brian. Remember, there's our shorts and talls. Look at the size chart. And again, it's more of an aggressive fit. It's meant to be the top half of a 2-piece race suit. So couple it with a pair of Delta Pro Evos, and you're going to the track. It's CE rated as well. Keep that in mind, guys. It's meant to be more aggressive in the 3/4 and the tuck position. It's going to be called the Racing Jacket. So again, it has that aggressive fit and line, keeping everything snug. It wants to be an aggressive body position. As always, we're going to ship for free over 40 bucks. So we're going to get this guy out to you free. And if you're concerned about fitment, give us a shout. But what I'd really like you to do is click right here, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV on our YouTube channel. Leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback. Leave me your gut reaction to the new Racing D1 from Dainese. Now, as we move back into the nuances, if we think about seasonality, remember, it's going to be 2-2 cowhide, which is the premium cowhide from Dainese. Has a light water repellency to it. You're going to see a couple vents here on the chest, which are going to give you a little bit of airflow through the jacket. Remember, 3 seasons summer. It's going to be spring, it's going to be summer, it's going to be fall, it's going to be leather. It's not meant to go into the wintertime. It's not really meant to go into the water or the rain, but you can always beef up the interior liners. Now, I will say this with regard to that seasonality, S1 stretch panel that goes up and down the sleeve here to the shoulder. Again, that flows air. It also allows for expansion. And then you're going to see it when I turn Brian sideways really immediately, that the couple with these vents, you're going to have more S1 stretch around the torso, which is going to flow that air. Now, on to the protection side of things. Co-injected shoulders, aluminum hard part sliders. Again, these are top-end features from Dainese. And when you get into the elbow and then into the forearm, notice our big Dainese logo there, but you have proprietary Dainese elbow and forearm armor that goes all the way down, ending there. You can see the outline with that stitch. Now, when we talk about back protection, it'll take any back insert, CE level 1 or 2. That's going to be G2 for a guy's jacket or G1 for a lady's jacket. Keep that in mind. Other nuances on the front, you do have some hand warmer pockets. You have dual snap up here at this collar, which is more of a sport-oriented collar with the Fluoro Dainese logo. And then again, when you move into the cuffs, going to be Velcro, going to be CE rated, lined cuffs, again, staying with the new safety standard for Europe. Again, it's going to give you those nuances that are a little bit better, a little beefier, a little bit more rider protection oriented. Turn away from me there, sir. Moving into the line of the shoulder. Notice the shoulder line moves all the way down. The back of the elbow here used to have these little leather rolls. They also used to have one up here along the bicep. They've now changed that. You've gone with an accent panel of color, reflectivity, and micro-elastication. And if Brian raises his shoulder here, notice S1 stretch in the front, S1 stretch up the shoulder blade leading into your micro-elastication. And then here in the waist, you're going to have, instead of Velcro, you're going to have a snap. Now, snaps, scratch, some people don't like snaps, but these are far enough away from your bike. I don't think they're going to get into the way. And what you're going to see here is they add that clean style. Again, a little bit less adjustive if they were Velcro. But again, those snaps are a cool style element because a lot of guys at around the $600 mark are going to wear this off their bike. Now, one of the things you are going to notice if you're comparing this for last year's model, the original Racing, is they got rid of the rearward facing vent panels. There were small vents. They weren't as effective as they should have been. Dainese realized this, realized they were unnecessary, and cut some costs and invested in other places by pulling them out of the jacket. Turn backwards for me there, Brian. Now, we did talk about the back. Remember, they got rid of an S1 panel up here on the neck. They gave you a fuller panel. I still love that this jacket does not have a speed hump. I like that it's clean, classic, aggressive with its embossed Dainese logo. For me personally, I love the way micro elastication looks, and notice the full drop seat. As you come down here, remember, it's going to link up with a pair of racing leather pants for on the street or on the track use. You do have that 360-degree zipper, but again, the back is the really big area of massive change on this jacket. It just looks way more badass than it used to. Come back around to the front for me. Now, Brian, open that bad boy up. On the inside, you're going to see two pockets for the Dainese split chest protector, which is CE rated that you could also add on the right and the left. Oh, you're so damn visible today. And if we look 360-degree zipper, you see the NanoFeel sanitized lining, which is antimicrobial. It's very comfortable over a t-shirt if it touches your body. And then on the back side of this is going to be the 3D bubble from Dainese, which again is that 3D microclimate, that premium liner along the back, which you're going to be more sweat prone to. And again, it's going to create a little bit of thermal barrier when it gets too warm, when you get too cold, and it's going to allow for better air circulation in months of the year where you're going to be sweating, which is the typical usage range for the Dainese Racing D1. So when you think through this, and again, I'm going to go right out, I'm going to endorse it. I love that it comes in multiple sizes. They're going to be short and tall. I love that it goes in sizes up to 64, which is brand new, and I love that there's a perforated version as well. This is the non-perf version. Again, lots of flexibility, and again, you're coming in around the $600 mark, which is tremendous because you're creeping into Dainese range, but you're not spending $1,000, and you're getting a phenomenal aggressive jacket. The next step in your journey, though, is to click right here, read other rider reviews at RevZilla.com. I'm gushing, you can tell, but again, we've been doing Dainese for a very long time, and we love it when they raise the game. As always, you should read other rider reviews. Don't take my word for it. And we're going to ship for free if you're concerned about sizing because it's over $40. And as always, if you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown of the new Dainese Racing D1 leather jacket. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.